Hi, welcome to Back on Two Wheels. I'm Ian, and this is the first of a trilogy of videos I've put together trying out different mounting positions for the GoPro camera. I hope you enjoy, and if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you again in the future. Okay, so here we are on my CRF 250L rally in Northern Holland, a place called Lauwersoog. I think that's how you pronounce it. And although I've called this ride out Lauwersoog, it's actually we're starting here from the place that I rode out to. I picked a place on a map. This was it's a small sort of marina stroke ferry. There's some islands out from this side of Holland. I stopped off in a little restaurant here, had some nice bit of fish and chips, and now making my way back via the other side of what is effectively a huge lake, for want of another term. I will stick a photo up somewhere just showing you sort of like the extent of where it was, where I was, and you'll be able to see. So as we're coming out here, we pass the sort of more industrialish area of this port, as it were, and make our way around what is part of a national park, effectively. You can see there just ahead on the left hand side is the lake, and it may look like the sea, but the lakes out here are huge, obviously. Got a dam here of sorts. This is obviously your barrier. The other side of that would be the sea, so I'm assuming they let water in as and when they need it, or out, vice versa. So going back to the GoPro, I had it fitted onto like a chest harness arrangement. So as we can see, where it is, it's a tall bike. Got a bit of a screen on the front there. So all I'm really capturing with the harness in this position, is my dash, my phone, and the screen, basically. A little bit of scenery passing by on the peripherals, but not ideal, I guess. The reason why I chose to try different arrangements is because it's the first time I've used a GoPro. The first time I've done any vlogging, in all fairness. So it's all new to me. I'm looking at the various things that I've got to do. I've been watching loads of vlogs from other people where they've got helmet mounted cameras and all the rest of it. I didn't fancy having a camera stuck on the top of the helmet, looking like a bit of a Teletubby. No offence to any that got there, they serve a purpose. However, I wanted to try other variations first before I sort of made the final choice, or choices, because you never know, it could change all the time. So so we got the GoPro. I considered it on the side, but I got my crash helmet is a flip front, so on the side it comes around the side a lot. So by the time you get the actual main harness, you'd have to have a load of linkages to try and get it out to the front. I'm sure people can advise me otherwise. However, that said, there was also some where they put them on the effectively the chin of their crash helmets. More like a motocross type of helmet in most instances, so the chin actually sticks out further. So yeah, I'd seen those. However, once again, mine's a flip up. So then, in the event of me lifting up the front of my crash helmet, I'm going to be taking a video of the sky. As nice as it might be at any given time, not necessarily here. As you can see, it's a nice summer's day, July in Northern Holland. I must admit, it's not always. We had some nice weather, and we just happens to be, because it's a weekend and I'm off and able to get out on the bike. It decides it's going to test the waterproofs. I rode out in the rain, got to the ferry harbour, whatever you want to call it, and went in, got myself a drink and something to eat, and waited for the rain to ease off before coming back out and just chancing the journey back with a little bit of calmer weather, as we can put it. So there we are. Obviously, it's not going to be the way forward. It's probably okay for certain arenas. If you're standing up off-road, you'll get a better view. However, it's going back down on the list of opportunities for GoPro positions. Strangely enough, I've got two of them now, because I bought one originally and then I bought a kit of various fixings for the GoPro in a box, and there was another harness in there. So I've got two of them, and I probably won't be using them again. Certainly not for this, for the foreseeable. There may be times when they might come in handy if I'm doing something else, walkabout, where I'm visiting a place, so it's off the bike and get a bit of the scenery or whatever. We'll see what happens there. So I've got other options. As I say, there's a box of tricks that I bought, so we'll see what comes out of that. So there we are. The bike itself, this is July 2020, so we're got a bit of eased off restrictions regarding the COVID, and able to get out more frequently. So not a lot going on this year, all in all. But I bought the bike in April, brand new from Farnham Honda. Thank you very much, you guys, for delivering it to us. And I've managed to bring it out the end of June. I brought it back out with me to Holland. I work in Holland at the moment, so I'm out here most of the time, and it gives me something else to do at the weekends rather than go into town and drink or whatever else goes on. So it gives me a nice little focus, helps me get out and about into the local areas and explore other places, villages and the likes around the main city that I'm in. So it's good. It's nice to have a bike again. It's been a long time coming, long time dreaming about having another bike, and 2020 was the year we bit the bullet and stepped back onto a bike, albeit a small capacity. It's been good. It's a nice bike, nice and flickable. It's light. It's sturdy-ish. Obviously, knobbly tyres, so we're not looking at a smooth road running bike, but it's a nice introduction back into two wheels. So we'll see where we go from there. But I must admit, it's not a touring bike. I did a 6 hours in the saddle on the day that I bought it from England over to Holland, 3 hours down to the ferry, a nice rest on the ferry, crossing over to Rotterdam or Hook of Holland, and then a 3 hour journey up the motorways to Groningen. Now, as I say, it's not a touring bike. I knew I'd been in the saddle for 6 hours, that's for sure. And but it's these small journeys, these little, 2 or 3 hours out on the bike at a time. If you're resting, you can do more hours, obviously. But it's that ability to get out and just tear around a little bit. I've had it. This is the first video I've taken, but I have had a few weekends where I've been out, found a little bit of sand and slightly gravelly roads just to get a little bit of off-roading in. I'm hoping to get more in at some stage, and maybe do some adventure courses once all these places open back up. But we'll see. That's all for the future. There'll be another video out. I have actually taken them already. I'm catching up now with some soundtracks, so look out for the next one. I hope you enjoy, and I'll catch you soon. And please subscribe, and see you on the next one. Bye. So here we also have a few pictures taken at the harbour. There was some bikes turned up there. Well, they was already there when I got there. Took a few sneaky photos. Some really nice old bikes. Lovely. Till next time.